Sorry. I was just trying to loosen up people. You got to be like the mind of a child anymore, you know. And I didn't just say like a child. It's an imbecile, but the mind of a child is very, 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 very curious. If it in fact is healthy and not destroyed, usually that's the way a child is, and they are going to keep just being enthralled and amazed about, well, really, it's because they figure something out and they're shown the truth. The truth, not people, but the truth is what makes them buoyant with joy. They're like, ah, are you kidding? It's like, yes, you know, I mean, ask the wizard, you know, in science that the children are surrounding. And oh, have you ever seen those shows, by the way? I am not interested in the mainstream versions of what I'm trying to say, or even me, Barbie doll. Um, we have, but there was a close thing. I still haven't seen it yet. Did you watch the Barbie movie yet? Happy Mars conjunct. First time. This is a celebration, people. You don't understand. Let me make the light better. There we go, maybe. Um, the first time in the 250 years, babes, we haven't gotten through the next 24 hours as far as how that. Let me just make sure and a disaster doesn't happen in my own world by erasing some memory on my computer just so I can continue recording. Sometimes, you know, I forget to do that, but I have to figure, well, if I can do it now, I'll make all my videos have a segment that says, I'm going to start erasing my videos right now. And in that, it'll say, oh my God, I'm going to start looping. Getting back to just let's celebrate the computerized generation, really just operations of whatever this is that we're moving into quite unconsciously because nobody is becoming sovereign as a human being enough. There isn't enough steam developing here on this plane. Jesus, wasn't that the truth? Yo, baby, come here. Mwah. Thank you. I'll be right there. There isn't enough steam developing for the human occupation here. I mean, it's a big question whether or not. That's a stupid question to think, well, are humane beings supposed to live here on the plane and thrive and do things based off of their resonance, which is love? Love, human, human. These words are very confusing, but you'll hear other scholars from 8,000 to now, years ago, even I think even Jesus Christ Jesus, any Christ would sound very odd to you. Try to tell you about words, like, well, the word is not really ever where life is happening. That's kind of illusory. There's false information fields here, right? You know, what's the saying go is, how do you tell when a politician, and I just say a narcissist or anybody, is lying? Check to see if their lips are moving. It's a sure sign. I mean, most likely. I mean, if there are words coming out of it, bingo, bingo. They're trying. Those are antichrist. It means anti the experience of now. You have lost. You're asked. Somebody's confused. Now that's why talking exists. That's why we talk. Otherwise, it's telepathy. Telepathy. You have a common sense called reality, and that is outer space. Welcome to the final frontier. A lot more than what meets the eye, but we will start with that. Do you use your eyes, narcissist? Do you use your ears? Are they filtering through a hellhole distorted as fuck? Even your bodily motions are unnatural to the presence, I was going to say, of man. But what I mean is just to being present to the present. See, when do you realize that there's a oneness to the organism here, the human organism? There's a oneness in connection and that resonation that I'll demonstrate resonation. It's really interesting, but I don't have an acoustic guitar strung up and tuned right now to just simply hum. You sing the A note or the E, A. What is the guitar string? See, this I play by ear, and I'll tell you what it is. It's E, A, D, B. Fuck, I don't know how to tune a guitar. No, I do it by ear. It hasn't been confusing. I play by ear. It's like, we'll play the song, and if you want to play the song, we'll play it. You're not going to tell me what notes it's in, because their music is not originally a note at any time. Not really. Thank God that they did put something there that we can speak about it, so that people that don't know how to play music can go by this thing. Now, having said that, reading words are the same. It's not an experience that you're having of reality and the truth. Words can get close to it, right? I mean, words can just pinpoint it. Right there, they can get right to it. If you're a really good poet, if you are able to get, I don't want to say tell the truth, it's more like if you're able to point at an experience of reality that is your same truth. That's what a good poet does, who lasts forever. Khalil Gibran. Look up Khalil Gibran, and I guess there's Shakespeare who would say some things, but I know just a few, and all the gurus, all of them are gurus. If you want to know what a real live guru is just the one inside of you. It sits right in your heart. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. It's an electrical field that hooks all into this plasmatic arena, outer space, and the truth is there. You're just going to have to release into that and start gathering memory in such a way that it doesn't start clogging up your jar. You open both ends of your jar. Ideally, you keep it transparent. Never think that the jar matters to reality. It does, maybe, well, now that I'm scratching the crown of my head, did you know that there's an upper mind and a lower mind? The upper mind already has it all just, it's called the AkAshic, the Kasha. It's all I'm sorry, I'm just not going to talk anymore because it's just happening, and we are so capable of a lot if we can gather this field of information, which is just our presence on this plane, with each other as one, and we start moving. First of all, there's something called resonation. The healthy people now, that they're not vibrating in a lower vibrational hellhole, which is most of the world, by the way. Is it Sunday yet? This is Valentine's Day. We have yet to get through the next 24 hours. It's going on 8 a.m. And just trying to talk to you about the power that we are as the universe itself, one energy that conducts, say, it has a conduct, right? Now, what are we doing? Do you want to know what I'm doing? The true state of prayer is a celebration. It's just energy expending, saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, or yes, 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 yes. That's how you know. And so when you want to know who is your enemy, well, who's your friend and who's your enemy? Your enemy will not say yes. Okay, so to know who's safe and who is your friend right away, they say God, yes, like within the next God or yes within the next. They say yes a lot, by the way. Within the first 5 minutes of meeting, like the first few sentences that they say, you'll hear them say God, yes, and then say something like uplifting, like, oh, I've been really happy, or something. Or they talk about a project, and you get a ping of interest it starts to resonate. You get resonation. The yes thing is very interesting. You can hear some narcissists when you talk to them. Pardon me. I've literally had this experience. I don't know if you've had this experience, but they'll add in the word no in between, and they'll say no after you had said something. Like, for instance, it's maybe summertime and we're standing out in the yard, and I say, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah about this peach tree. And then by the time it's a certain time between, and I try to, right, peaches will go rotten really fast, or it's just, you have the Goldilocks zone, whatever, something like that, just to celebrate the truth. And they'll say, no, so yeah, you get a basket and then you put it in a, and it's like, what? Whoops, ow. No, sorry. I'm trying to get a point across here, and it's okay to ram your head every once in a while. That's the Aries way. We sacrifice so that softies may live. Sorry. I might have just destroyed some of my neurons right there. Ah, that's my Mars-Pluto. You'll have a Mars-Pluto moment today. Just be careful. Toughen up, buttercups. Toughen up, buttercups. That's all I can say. I'll say it once again. Toughen up, buttercups. Sweet little babies. Sweeten up your tuffy. Sweeten up your, toughen up your sweetie. You know, make it work, right? You know, um, like Bob Marley says, brutalize them with music. I might get a black eye. That's my life, you know. It's like, babes, nobody is causing my problems with me, but me. Believe me, even if I have a black eye, I did it. Oh God! And believe me, I'm as an Aries rising, and you can relate, right? Um, you're generous to a fault. Nobody's giving you what you're giving, as far as the presence that you really are. And let's get back to that holy now, and the Mars conjunct Pluto. I mean, it's the best way to do it. We are doing it now, babes. How can you harmonize? Like, what is going on? We know that everybody has a distortion of mind. Really, it's just everybody is a narcissist. Are they the southerly narcissist, or are they the northerly narcissist? That's very real. That's what Sam Vaknin and everybody tries to tell us. I mean, what's a narcissist? I say it's a mind, and so is it the mind that is blind to itself and forever spiraling in its nature of just, boy, I don't exist at all, and how am I going to have anything? Because the mind can't. You have to take the awareness out of it. See, awareness can't be mind. There is awareness. See, the awareness has been stuffed in mind. That's how you become the fully encapsulated one, who is the narcissist, who's like, hi, how are you doing? First of all, they're very paranoid and afraid because they don't know a diddly darn squat and fucking thing. And in reality, they're not gathering who you are. They can be there for fucking 35 years or even 3. And they're not really gathering the real. See, like I said, it's like there's this experience that you're going to have in reality is called the truth. And woo, you hardly know that I was going to do that, and now what? Are you just now sliding off into the ocean of like existence, going breathe? You can be buoyant. What do you do? Do you go turn on the TV set and you look at somebody like me after looking at somebody like me and judge me and stick me up on the fucking cross, and then turn on your TV set and watch a better collage? I mean, a more professional swarm of collaging bullshit, complete with jingles, man. Should be illegal. Should be illegal. Of course, social media should be illegal too. Should have never happened unless God was making themselves available over that, the truth itself. And then from there, well, it's like a poison to the faction who lives in denial, constantly shrouding themselves from that fun. Fun for the kids, I say. They are well on their way when they are a curious mind. making sure that that mind isn't the one that blinds. I'm now erasing some of my other poetry I've made so that we can keep on with this amazing charade. I would rather talk in rhyme for you the whole time so that you can know that it's fun and it's good for everyone. I do that when I go over to some people's houses. I would do that because I see how fucking bored they are, and um, or boring, or like unaware, and it's like this shit, this program that's going on with the sun going up and down. It's a program. Everything is a program that is just rolling out on automatic. I'm pretty sure, having said that, if you can't relate with this either, then yeah, it's confirmed that there's very few human beings on this plane who would confirm that, yeah, this is a strange place where, and then what are we going to do? What are we going to do within this floaty mass of programs? And even, is it possible? That's a big question. Do we have a conversation? Are we under full program, or do we have free will? Comment section down below. What is free will to you? The Buddhists already have it down. We have a language here. It's already here, thank God. And it's not so dreamy and off like this and that. It's actually the Goldilocks zone, right? It's the Goldilocks zone. In case you ever did want to do anything at all, like anything and everything has that Goldilocks zone. Take it from me. I mean, I'm talking about it like you want to be the ideal, the master, the one that Jesus, the one that God is working on in his studios. See, God has a huge studio, and I think the human beings. I didn't say the ones that are falling short of being human, which is most. I mean, we have our spells. There are traits that can come up temporarily in your experience. It's like, wow, I just was not human right then. That's true. You get into a survival, it's called survival mode, right? You're like, ah, and you've gone down into just a fucking mechanism. It's like, hello, does it need to wake up? You can't do that either. It's illegal. You can't slap people around just because they're crying or even angry or showing any kind of emotion. But what happens? That. But I'm speaking up for the baby Aries, the baby who, your emotions, Cancer, is the first thing, and your most intelligence thing. Your intelligence is speaking through your emotions first as a little tiny baby infant who says, "This feels like shit, literal shit. You guys have bad vocabulary. I said shit, and you guys are running away now saying, don't say shit." Nah, it's like you guys are fucking. Some of you.